Alright, here's our map light housing unit, as you can see. And next thing we need to do is to separate this piece from the rest of the body of this assembly. Okay, there's one clip here, another clip here, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that have to come out. And after I've taken those 4 screws out, I'm going to show you what it takes, the easiest way to take this whole assembly apart. There is a trick to it. So all 4 screws are out now, so we're ready to start taking this assembly apart. As you can tell, there's 2 clips on this side. Oh, sorry, there's a clip on this side right here, which I'm loosening off, and there's another one on this side. Okay, but that alone will not free this unit up because it's also locked in on this edge here. I'll show you that on the other side so you can see on this side. You see that there's 4 tabs. 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs locking it into this plastic on this end, and 1 tab on this side. So what you need to do is actually pry it that way after loosening these tabs, or getting these side lock tabs off their actual little locks. Okay, so it is a bit of a trick, but I'll show you how to do that next. So again, this is where these tools come in handy. I'm going to stick it in here, and we're going to pry it in that direction. And this is a bit of a job to get this off. There we go. Okay, so I've gotten those 4 tabs on top of the plastic, and as you can see, there's a little bit of an edge there opened up. But my clips down here are now back, locking this down again on both sides. No big deal. We'll just take those clips off again. 1 on that side, and 2 on that side, and the whole assembly then lifts off. So the trick are these 4 tabs here, releasing them by moving the plastic in that direction first, and then releasing the 2 side edge locks. There we go, the pieces are apart. I'm going to flip it over and show you the lamps. There they are. And again, these are the 28mm festoon light lamps. I'm going to take them and take them off, and basically at this point what we're going to do is put them in and then test polarity by turning them on and off. You don't reassemble this without checking your polarity on these LED lamps. So I'm just going to take these bulbs out quickly. Again, they just pop off. 1, 2, and then we're going to put in our festoons, our LED festoons, which are right here. And I'm guessing that they are correct polarity here. And as you can see, they're very tight. So that 28mm spec is crucial here, because there really is no space between these 2 posts. Alright, so there's one. I'm going to put another one in there. Alright. There we go. And again, as I was saying, 28mm, perfect fit. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to take this unit unassembled, plug it in right here, and make sure the polarity is correct. If these lights don't turn on, these are your switches here, here, and here. If they don't turn on, flip them around and try it again. Alright, the procedure to get this back together again is a bit of a trick. Not a big deal though if you figure it, if you are careful with it. So first of all, you take the top piece and it goes basically straight down on top, like so. There we go, just like that. But you don't fully clip it in on the edges here. First you're going to clip it in here, and again, that's where these nice tools come in handy. You just pry it in like that. Again, I can't recommend having these tools any more than I have. Okay, so there we have the 4 clips on the top and the one clip on the bottom correctly set up. You can double check that here, and I'll show you how to double check that. Again, these two side clips are in there good, and if you flip it over, you can see inside. Try and get that in there right for you to see, and you'll see the 4 clips on top of that plastic ridge in there. So that's correct. Let's see, I'm not really getting a good light on that, am I? There. So next, we're going to put the 4 screws back in, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put it back into the ceiling of the or roof of the car. All right, we got our 4 screws back in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're ready to put this back into the roof of the car or ceiling. Putting this back in again is the exact reverse procedure. So we're going to put in the electrical connector first, right there. As you can see, both lights are on. That's great. There's 2 hooks on the end of this. Let's see if I can show you those. Right there. So they go towards the rear of the car, and just be careful with the fabric on the roof, as you don't want to really hurt that fabric. So first the 2 hooks underneath on that side, and then pop the front in, and you'll hear it clicking in. Next, don't forget, got to put the 2 screws back in there, and then your lamp lights are done. There we go. Both of them on, both of them off. They look really nice. I can put the 2 screws back in there, and then I'm going to take a shot of all the lights on at once. So I got 6 LED 28mm festoon lights with my order, which leaves me with 2 left over after I do all the interior festoons. There's one more in the trunk. This is a trunk light, and I'm going to replace it with an LED as well. Pretty straightforward. As you can see, it's on right now. In order to switch that off, you just need to latch the trunk lid lock, and I just do that with my screwdriver. Keep your fingers clear of it. There we go. There's that, and you'll see that there's a little tab on the passenger side, and I'm just going to use a screwdriver to move that over, and then remove the lens like that. There we go. And actually, the lens and the socket are all one thing, as you can see right there, which is really nice because it makes it really easy to get the bulb out and put the next one in. So I'm just going to pull that off. Careful, as it might be a little hot. Certainly is in my case. Okay, so it just latches off of there. Pretty straightforward. And next, put your LED light in there. Of course, you're going to have to turn it on again to make sure you've got the polarity correct. Okay, so there we are again. There's the whole thing. You could take it right out, take the connector off and take it the whole thing out to do it if you had, might be easier for you. But I'm just going to put this LED in here, and you'll notice that the copper side is the much more pliable side. So there it is, and make sure you have it facing down towards the trunk or through the lens, like I do. Let's see if I can. There we are. So next, I'm going to pop the latch again. Make sure that I got light. And there was a 50-50 chance that I get it right. I did. So now we just put it right back in again. And put the driver's side in first at the top and latch it in. And there we go. That is the trunk light back on again. And I'm going to take pictures of how this illuminates everything from the exterior. Alright, there's all the interior lights on. As you can see, they're nice and bright. They're a cooler color than the other incandescent lights, of course. The incandescents were a much warmer, or I'd say a yellow amber color than these. These are like a cool blue. It's not, you know, I'd say the difference is between incandescent and fluorescent as far as light temperature goes. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but these are much brighter than the other lights were. They illuminate the car really nicely. There's nothing in this car that I can't see now. It's crystal clear everywhere you look. So that covers my LED replacements for these lights. I'm going to put in the description exactly what lights I used in this mod, but I'm very, very happy with the result. These are much brighter and much nicer lights. That's it for my video. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video and it helped you out in some way, do me a favor, click on the like button right down here. And you know, if you wish to subscribe to my channel, just click on this link up here. And that should subscribe you to the Richard Lloyd channel, or Richard Lloyd USA channel. Okay, again, thank you very much for your time and watching.